No, this is so funny.
Eat clean cuisine, yeah, man.
I can tell you a place that I don't even do. It's just in the basement.
Type shit. Feel me?
Go ahead, give me in that hole. Love gang in that bitch.
Nah, don't do no shit like that, bro.
This shit is like, hey, try how big.
Don't do no shit like that, bro.
Try how big. You know, there's gutter in that bitch.
You see the debris?
You know.
Stop that shit, man. They always talking about bloods looking for me, bro.
Oh,
For real. Chill. See? Y'all fucking around.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's like, carbonation goes Jay. It's like, you know where you got the money for the barbershop?
Yeah. The bloods looking for him.
How you do that shit, dude?
L's in that bitch.
You say a game related work, you know what I'm saying?
Shit crazy. We building, baby. Let's get it.
Who's gonna be on the thing?
Let's get it. Putting that to work. It's working. Peace to the gods on earth. Peace to the gods on earth. We're about to have a bill right now. I want to talk to you about veganism. Y'all share the video. To share the video, all you gotta do is hit that little airplane and send it to your friends. They can listen in on too. Now, what we need to understand is carbonation, we basically like light years ahead of we pretty much light years ahead of everybody. I got I'm gonna put a title up. All right. Any trolls, they gonna get blocked. I'm blocking everybody. The black screen is so that they can't have my location. Right now, I'm doing it like this until we do to otherwise. No one can have my location, all right? But we're just gonna do it like this. So just be glad that we can talk and we can have contact with each other. All right. All right, moving forward. Elevating veganism. This is very, very important to understand. There's a lot of people that went vegan. We went vegan way back maybe 5-6 years ago. Went vegan. And it is very important that we all go vegan, especially the light workers or anybody that's coming into the higher self. Why? Because you have to cleanse your body. I mean, since the day you've been born, you've been eating, let's think about all the stuff we've eaten in our life from birth. Before there was veganism, those that were coming up. I mean, we've ate McDonald's, Burger King. Our cells were basically made up of artificial food and processed food, right? So when you think about, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn the comment section off. until I'm ready for you to make comments. Right? Oh, you know what? I'll leave it open. I just won't look at the phone. But I don't want anyone to distract any of y'all in the chat box. We grew up eating McDonald's, lemon heads, Boston baked beans, Domino's, Pizza Hut, and your cells are actually rejuvenated over time. Every year to seven years, you get a new body, and all your cells are made up of what you eat. So we basically are made up of artificial foods. So this is why veganism is a very great step towards strength. And so us becoming vegans for a couple years at a time, you know what I'm saying, and being vegan and going hard and doing whatever it took for us to elevate ourselves from the artificial processed foods that we were eating so that our cells can rejuvenate to be in tune with the universe is essential. It is essential. So me being vegan and going hard about being vegan and fruitarian and all of that is so that we can cleanse our bodies, rejuvenate ourselves, and rebuild our beings to a light body, which means just a body that's all your cells are being rejuvenated basically to the earth. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to realize veganism is important. It is important that some of us become vegan. We need veganism. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You have to start just cleansing your body completely, just eating fruits and veggies. I mean, every year you get a new body. Your cell, you are what you eat. You literally are what you eat. Your cells become what you eat, and you become, there's trillions of cells that's feeding off of what you eat, and then you become a replica. All of them together become a replica of, as they reproduce and die and or transform and new cells come in, they're reproducing off what you're eating. And if we're eating processed food, then you realize that our whole being, our whole body, our eyeballs, our liver, our kidneys, everything that we are, that makes up our organism, from the cells to the organs to the tissues, are made up of what we've consumed and ate. And so veganism is a step toward a great spiritual journey, because what veganism does is it cleanses your system and rejuvenates you so that you get a spirit body. Now, spirit body is basically the energy body, which means that you have a body made from the earth and not processed foods. You have cleansed your body out completely, and all your cells have rejuvenated itself. Your whole body has rejuvenated itself to being nothing but organic, natural foods. And then when we go closer to the sun and we go to the tropics, this speeds up that healing process. You understand what I'm saying? When you go eat the fruit from where it's actually grown, when you go drink the water and bathe in the water where it's actually pure without any, toxins, Central America, you go to nature and you go cleanse yourself and live in nature and live in tune and sleep with the earth and your body becomes to be in tune with the earth. You get a new body. This body is disease-free. This body is strong. This body is intelligent. It's in tune with the universe. It's able to tap into information through DNA that was lying dormant and now is active. So we have to understand we're not doing away with veganism. Now, once your body has been cleansed, detoxed, rejuvenated, we are not supposed to live on a vegan diet. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but it's not. This is why so many vegans cleanse their body and then start to become deficient. You can sell they're deficient. They'll be talking to you like, I feel good. Just look at them. They're sick. They're not sick, they're deficient. Because they have the way they went into veganism was wrong. Not understanding what they was truly doing. They don't understand that you was just doing this to cleanse your body and come into the fifth dimension, or what they would call the fifth dimension, where you was in tune. Your body was made up of nothing but earth material. There's what you have to understand, right? Is the reason why when you go in Whole Foods, you're spending the arm and a leg on these foods is because there's not enough holistic food to go around for everybody. So that's why it's so expensive. Because to grow organic, holistic food, it takes longer. And the shelf life is not long. So it costs more to import it. Because they have to get the manpower to get it here on time so that you can even have enough shelf life before it starts to go bad. We have to really live in reality and understand this in totality. Okay? So now, once you become vegan and you cleansed your body to its maximum, when you left Babylon, you start to live a life in nature. Not just eating food in your mouth, but what you drink, the people that you're around, your atmosphere, your environment. It doesn't matter if you're vegan, if you're still sitting in an environment where you haven't isolated yourself from that environment long enough. So, carbonation has left. Been in the jungle. Your chief has been in the jungle, stayed there, learned, cleansed, healed, and now I have returned to come get the rest of my people, and we will leave again. I've come back for you. I've come back to get you, to collect the elite and convict the weak. The universe has aligned me. Through even the negativity has put me exactly where it wants me to be. And it has been revealed to me that I've come here to collect the elite and then lead. Those that couldn't hear me from Central America will now hear me. I have come back to get my people. That has been revealed to me recently. But back to the subject at hand. Once you have isolated, rejuvenized yourself, and your cells have now been reproduced through purity of the earth, cleansed through all the mental issues. My last demon was polygamy. And then the universe shot me right back. As soon as I got back with Eliana, the universe said, okay, he gets it. Monogamy. And then I let go of veganism. Well, as soon as I let go of that, my universe then deported me. Bang! Right back to my people. Because now I am ready to teach you. Now I'm ready to collect you. There's nothing that you can argue with me about that I can't teach you. There's nothing that anyone here can argue with me about what I'm talking about. Because I've already been taken through the journey of my own Kundalini and healed myself to the point where now I can teach you. The universe was literally having me out there in Panama, and I realized this because it's all been revealed to me. I was out in Panama waiting to get over my sex demons. That was my last thing, my sex demons and veganism and accepting the food back that I needed to make up for the minerals. After I've already cleansed. Once you have been vegan for so long, your body has cleansed. Not just vegan, but you have left the country, isolated yourself, cleansed your body completely, drunk from nature, became nature, been baptized in nature. Then you are and faced all of your demons, understood your demons. Now you are ready to be of service. Now you are ready to heal. Now you are ready to drive out demons. Now you have had the practice. You are ready. I've done it online. Now I'm going to do it in person. So the universe has prepared and prepped me for this journey. And I've come back for my people. Oh, should I say God's children? My people will deny me. A prophet is not welcome in his own home. They will deny me. They will use my past to say, we know you. Not knowing that I've been activated genetically to the Christ consciousness. I will be coming to you to collect you. So the universe did everything on time and the way it was supposed to be. So all you're seeing with Chief and the downloads is me literally cleansing my soul and going through the Kundalini to come into the Christ conscious. So, and I went back to Panama. I wasn't done cleansing. I was not done cleansing. When I got Eliana back, my rest of my soul back, it was then that everything else came out of me. When the veganism, I let veganism go, which was a seed dropped by my own self, Rambo, through Rambo. Once I defeated the sex demons, the greed, the pride, then I was ready to be of service to God's children, to collect them. So I had to be cleansed. And that I was. And so what you see is the semantics. Oh, they got deported. They're all the way. It doesn't matter how it happened. The universe makes it happen for a reason. There's a bigger picture here. I want you to look at it. So the next step, the universe said, go take the HIV test to show people that you cannot be sick. Because you are not a sickness. See, everything happens fractally. If I be for nature, then how could not nature be for me? And nothing in nature needs a hospital. Everything in nature, nothing in nature is sick. It is thriving. So if I be for nature, how could not nature be for me? So something told me, go get the HIV test. Show them that you're not an HIV cell. I couldn't be an HIV cell because I'm not living against my own self. HIV is a cell that goes against its own immune system. I'm not living against, I don't stand for anything that goes against nature, which is the equilibrium of the body that we live in or the organism that we live on. I'm not out of tune with the universe. I'm not out of tune with nature and the way it wants us to be. I'm actually trying to get in tune, and there are things that are trying to stop me from being able to be in tune and get others in tune as well. Yet the universe has told me I will be protected here. Who knew? Right in the belly of the beast, I am protected. Yet I am here to collect the elite and convict the weak. So with that being stated, the universe has shown me that there's great things on the way. Very great things on the way. But I must first be denied by God's people, my people, the African American people, and then be exonerated in front of them. So now that we know that Chief is HIV negative, he's not an HIV cell, he's an immunity cell. Now that has been cleared. Now that we know that he's not a pedophile, that has been cleared. I've been locked up for that and then released to let you know that I'm not that, is what they say. I will be exonerated on all charges. On every false accusation, I will be exonerated. I will be investigated. They will look closer. And the closer they look upon me, more they will see the truth. The closer you look. Now, back to veganism. Now, veganism is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Right? Because it gets you in tune with nature. And after you get in tune with nature, your body heals to a point of premium health. After that, if the body is not maintained with the proper minerals, then you will become deficient. Then you will go downhill and you will see it. Most vegans, if you see it, they went past the healing point. They are now deficient. The body needs the fish. The body needs the fish, the meat. But not so much. But the body needs it. I'm going to explain this. Imagine with me, if you will, and I just say this to make you think. wherever you are right now, I want you to take a moment and look out the window. Let's all take a moment and look out the window, seriously. Look out your window. Let's think about your trees outside. Let's look out your window right now. And let's say, damn, there's nature right there. Then after that, let's look in your refrigerator. Let's look in your food cabinets. And let us take a moment to think, how did all this food get to the supermarket? And if we took the system as we know it, and we know that the economy is eventually going to fail, let's take the supermarket out of your equation. We know the supermarket imports food, different countries, different states. You see the truck drivers on the road. You see the trains moving. You see the aircraft. And all of this stuff is being imported. So you say, hey, I can make up with protein, with black seeds, chia seeds, But is chia seeds wildly growing in your neighborhood? Is flax seeds wildly growing in your neighborhood? No, that stuff was imported. My point to you is this. Without the system set in play, we would all have to grow our own veggies and our own food and your own chia seeds and black seed oil and all that stuff. You have the luxury and the convenience of the system that is there, which is soon to fall. It is unwise of us to only take advantage of the system and not prepare ourselves for that system to fall. When we know that the signs are clear that this system is, every civilization will end. No matter how great it is. You look at Trump is a clear sign that you on your motherfucking own. Excuse my language, because I'm just about to start cleaning my shit up. I'm just saying, let's look at Trump. Trump is a clear sign that you have no leader, that you have to be your own leader. Trump is a clear sign from the universe that is do it yourself now. Right? This is the warning from the universe. Hey, do it yourself. You have no leader. You have to lead your own self in the age of Aquarius. This is what all this knowledge is out here for. You got all this knowledge out here at the palm of your hands, and you can't do it yourself. Now, we're supposed to be utilizing the internet to network, get together with people of like minds that you get along with, finding your soul group, right? And then coming together in small groups or large and building stuff for ourselves. That is what the time and consciousness is telling us to do. Whether you're utilizing the internet the way you're supposed to do it or not. If you see Immortal, if you type Immortal in the search bar, you're going to see my team. And you're going to probably see some trolls in there too. But you're going to see my team. Because that's what the internet's supposed to be used for, networking. Not just making money, but getting ready for what's coming. Consciously, spiritually. We're supposed to be teaming together, not only eating right, getting our minds right, learning knowledge of self, getting closer to self, knowing self, isolating yourself, and then only getting with people that think on the same frequency as you and letting go all of the old relationships that no longer serve you and even your biological families. You got sometimes, a lot of you got to let those families go and meet new people. All is you. You just tapping into a higher frequency of yourself. Now, this is what the age of Aquarius is about. It's about DIY, networking, finding your soul family, coming together and making sure that when the system fails, you're straight. Period. That is all the universe is trying to align us with at this moment. To make sure that we network and use the internet while it's up. We use the supermarket while it's up. But we're not supposed to be conveniently just using it and acting like it's going to be there forever. We're supposed to use it to become independent. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a window of opportunity. So we are here. We are here to not be distracted through entertainment, but to focus our minds on elevation, cleansing, detoxing, bettering ourselves. Each individual must take their own journey toward bettering themselves, finding people, places, and things that will make you better, because you're going to have to die for you. When you go to sleep for you. You are in your own mind. You can be distracted and play like you can blame this person or escape this person. You have to focus on you. It is you that must focus their minds. You cannot blame anyone else or point the finger at anyone else. When you are in the age of Aquarius, you are to make it happen for you. You are God. You are here to show yourself and validate yourself to yourself. You are not meant to be alone. We are here to cohesively work in the age of Aquarius about groups. Network, coming together, bringing resources together, building together, loving one another, making music that inspires one to become greater. Making clothing or whatever your art is supposed to inspire people to become greater and come together and utilize these resources before us, before the time is up. I want you to take a realistic picture in your mind. And I want to take you on a journey right now. And we're going to think about, what would life be without the supermarket? How would we eat? I want you again to look outside your window, and I want you to think, if there wasn't a supermarket for me to go to, how would I sustain me and my children's life? And that is the diet I want you to start eating now. Those are the things that I want you to start accomplishing now. I want you to start utilizing the system, yes, but don't be so dependent on the system that you don't see reality for what it is. I want you to actually ask yourself, what would you be eating if there wasn't a supermarket? What would you be doing? What would your day look like? Your whole day would be finding food. Just like all of other nature, their whole day is finding what we're going to eat today. And I want you to think realistically. What is going to make sure that you remain healthy and get all the minerals that you need and all the vitamins that you need in your body to be healthy? Yes, you will be fishing, as the natives did. Yes, you will be raising your own chickens, so that you don't have to eat red meat. You could raise your own chickens. This is why we got chicken, because chicken was a better meat than beef. Beef was think about killing a cow versus a chicken. Why the hell would you kill a cow? A cow's this big ass animal that you got to take down, man. Wouldn't you rather kill a chicken than a cow? And if you can't catch fish one day, you can always know that you have chickens and you have eggs to make sure that you have to understand why we started doing these things to begin with. And I don't think people understand why we've evolved to do these things. Now, have we took them and through the 7 deadly sins, which is greed and pride and gluttony, yes, we have overdone these things, but the natives have always done these things. I want you to think realistically while you're driving in your car about how life would look if the economy was to truly fail. Are you prepared for anarchy? Do you have a cabin in the mountains? Do you know how to fish? Do you know how to hunt? Are you going to be able to be in a group big enough to protect you and your family's food from these monsters that are looking for food everywhere they go, and you've grown your own food and they're coming in your yard? Do you have a group of people organized to be able to protect you and the women and children in your tribe? Are you ready for that? Are you actually thinking reality here? Or are we in fantasy land? Are you prepared? Are you building? Do you have power generators? Do you have fishing rods? Do you have weapons? Do we have the things that we need to sustain our lives and protect it? Because it's going to be chaos. I mean, just look at Black Friday. People are so dependent on the government. We're like little children dependent on our parents, that if the parents died, we wouldn't know what to do. It's going to be mayhem. And without law or police, are you going to be able to police your own selves? Are you going to be able to organize militantly, organize your men to be organized and militant? Or there's just going to be chaos and you're going to be a part of it, lost? I want to know, realistically, what are we going to eat then? There won't be any flax seeds. There won't be any chia or hemp seeds. That stuff's not grown here like that. How much vegetables can you grow in your garden to realistically feed your family for a month? Do you have a farming field of food? Yeah, you got a little farm. You got a little field growing. You got some lettuce, tomatoes growing. But that ain't enough to sustain your family. I'm talking about, look at your garden. Oh, I got a garden. Okay, but how much food can you get out of that garden compared to how much food do you realistically eat? Let's talk realistically here, because we are talking from a state of convenience on the system that is preparing to fail, and we're acting like it's not. We're acting like we're so dependent on it that we just go to Whole Foods with our little food stamps and be like, yeah, I'm going to get this food. Not preparing ourselves for the anarchy. I think that this system is good. It's good enough to set us up to leave. I mean, look at these camping stores. They have everything you need. It's literally there for you. Weapon laws, everything is set up for you to be prepared and become independent on your own. There's even laws on it. So if you're not using the internet to network, to be able to sustain your life, for the economy to collapse, I don't know what you're doing. You're ignorant, and I don't want to even have a conversation with you because you're not a realist. You're not living in reality. You're living in the false matrix. In the reality of it, you're in danger. They're prepared. They have FEMA camps. They have tombs. They have all kind of stuff prepared for the economy to fail. They have underground bunkers. This is not a game. You're living in their little sim world. You're a little sim in their world. A cattle, so to speak. You're not living in reality. So to all of those that are Carbonation, we are here. I came here to collect my people so that we can prepare ourselves for the collapse of the economy. And it's not illegal to do so. It is not illegal for us to come together and become independent, start growing our own food, doing our own thing, and minding our motherfucking business and not breaking no laws. Point blank, period. We don't need black-owned businesses. For what? If we gonna get black-owned businesses, what are we doing with the money? No one talks about what we're gonna do with the black-owned businesses' money. Are we moving to Africa? Are we coming out of her? I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to open up the comment section and we're going to read some comments. This is the time and place right now, man. This is a very serious moment in our lives. We take it for granted because we're sitting around entertaining each other. I give you zero respect. No, you give yourself zero respect, man. You're not interacting with me while I'm talking. There's no way that I'm going to be in a room and y'all talking while I'm talking. There's no way. There's no way. So I turn the comments off so you can listen. Now you can make comments because I'm opening up for people. I look at this realistically, right? I look at this as a board meeting. I look at this as a board meeting. We're in a room right now on the internet. I use the internet to network. I use the internet for resources. I use the internet the way it's supposed to be used, to share my message, to share knowledge, to help others. I'm not using it for all this other extra shit, so I'm about to become militant about that. I look at us as being in a room and I'm speaking and everyone's listening. Just imagine if I'm in the room talking and everyone starts talking at the same time. That's what's happening virtually. Virtually everyone's talking while I'm talking. How can you listen and talk at the same time? Now, once I open up for comments, I can open up for comments. This is how I'm running my joint now. I'm running my joint like this now. This is why cults become secret societies. They hide themselves. This is why, because when you publicly do something organized, you got a lot of distractions. This is why cults or people that groups go silent and private and go secret. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You can't do it publicly because look what the public do when you try to do something to organize something. They demonize everything. You can't publicly do stuff like this. We trying to build, and we're going to have to build underground now. We're going to have to build underground. Shit, after this live, I might just go private. I might just go private. Because I'm talking in the room to my people who should be listening, not texting. How can you be texting at the same time I'm talking? You're going to miss something. That's why half of y'all don't know the knowledge, because you're not listening. You in the chat room chatting, and I ain't got time for that, because I'm serious about what I'm doing. I open up the comments when I'm looking for you to comment or say something back or call in, or we're going to run this like a real life, like I'm in your face, because this is how it's going to be when I come to your city. When I come to where you at, and I collect when I start networking and going to city, and I'm talking, if you talking at the same time, we're gonna remove you out the room. Excuse me, you got to go. This not Instagram. Everybody ain't commenting at the same time while I'm talking. It don't make no sense. We have to organize this and move as if it's real life. If we have to use social media to our benefit. We can't keep playing with life because we got children. We have to make a better future. We know what's coming. We know the trajectory of what's going to happen with this country. We know this corporation is about to fall. We know that. Biblically, we know that scholarly, we know it in every way that this is about to fall. So if that's the case, we're having time to prepare ourselves and utilize the system to do so. And I don't have time to argue. I don't have time to, I want to debate on what we think is the best thing to do. I want to debate on, hey man, veganism, and let's talk about that. But I got time for that. Serious conversations. I'm here in the States now. I do not have time for nothing else. We on time. We moving. I do want to support black-owned businesses, but what are black-owned businesses doing with that money? Okay, we're going to have black-owned businesses, but what are we doing with the money? What are we doing with the resources? We're going to stay here? Why not go to Africa? Why not connect with Ghana? Why not? Why not go to these other countries, you know what I'm saying? If we can, and not be deported. I'm not trying to go to any country I could be deported from. And we could be deported from that and we're not protected there, I don't want to go. I want alliances. I want to be able to protect myself. Wherever I'm at, I'm not getting deported no more. That's the most degrading shit people could do, because it's like we livestock and we sending you back to your owner. It feels like you a slave and you was running away and you got caught and you got sent back to your plantation. That's what it feels like, because they take you in chains and then send you on a plane, on a ship. It's a different kind of ship. A ship is a vehicle that takes you from point A to point B, but that's what it feels like. And I've been numerously deported back to plantation because of what? House niggas. House niggas ratting on me to massa, saying, trying to make something out of nothing, and then they sending me back to the plantation. And here I am back in the plantation to collect my people and do it the right way this time. I'm not going nowhere I could be deported. If Africa accepts us back, then I don't want to be able to be deported. I want to make sure that Africa could never deport me back to the United States. Oh, go to Africa. Man, whoa. Don't go to Africa if I could be deported. Because, nigga, if you get deported in Africa, shit. Bro, them plane tickets ain't as easy to get. And when you go to, there's people stuck in Costa Rica right now from Africa. They just stuck there for months in the deportation and immigration. They just stuck there trying to get a ticket, waiting on the embassy in Africa to fly them home, or them to contact the embassy for them. Bro, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not going to another country that can send me back to the plantation. I'm not. And even then, the United States has laws to protect people like us. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So we actually more safer here than anywhere else. And we ain't doing nothing wrong that white people ain't doing. White people doing the same thing. They getting prepared. Like, and you got to think about it. They getting prepared for whatever's happening. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't no laws against that. You can record this. I say it in front of police. And the police officers even got bunkers. They got RVs. The police officers, they the real ones that's prepared for anarchy. They prepared for what's going on. This is very serious. We're talking about millions of people at a time scared. We're talking about, they're preparing you through Walking Dead. They're preparing you through these video games, Call of Duty. They're preparing you for you to be ready for this. So this shit won't shock you to the point where you just, you know what I'm saying? Where it's regular. They're preparing you through these TV shows, the idea of what can happen. It's not realistic what we're talking about, because it's written in text all throughout history. And we know that nothing is lost. We're in a cycle of consciousness. All is transformed. So with that being stated, I don't want you talking while I'm talking. No more. Matter of fact, I believe we should go private after this live. I believe we should go private after this live to take it serious. Because I'm here to network. I'm here to bring resources together. What resources do you have for Carbon Nation? Let's come together. Do you understand the knowledge? Do you have the knowledge yourself? Have you been vegan? Have you been cleansed yourself? Have you been, you know what I'm saying? Are you ready? Are you willing to help? And even if you haven't had that stuff, and you ain't do that stuff, what resources can you offer Carbon Nation? Can you have a houses for us? Do you have land for us? Can we grow food? What can we do off of your resources, and how can we utilize each other? That's all I'm here for, to utilize, and that's it. I'm here to find my soul family, collect the elite, and utilize resources. That's it. I'm here to network, to get out of this system, to make sure that we use the system to safely be grounded with our children and our families, so that we are safe with or without the system. That's what this is about. So if you down with that, be cool. Carbon Nation is going private. All pages is going private after this live. Did you hear me? That's the move. We all going private after this live. We're about to shut these trolls down because we taking this shit serious, man. I got children, man. You feel me? And people trying to make my life, they trying to turn my life into, you know what I'm saying? The media turn your whole life into a scandal. Trying to turn my whole existence into a scandal. So we got to take this more serious. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I love myself, man. Peace to the gods on earth. If you've been a vegan for so long, like I said, we're adding organic chicken 3 times to 4 times a week as needed. And salmon, snapper, fish, all wild caught fish. We are adding that to our vegan diet. It's called the Carbon Nation Eat Clean Cuisine. It's in the bio. You will be seeing more once our family get back together. Again, some of our family is in Panama. Please reach out to help and donate. If you're in the Christmas spirit and you really want to help somebody, here's your opportunity. I love myself. One mind.
One self.
Hey, listen up. Quick update real quick, guys. We're staying public, yet moving privately. We're going to stay public because what we're doing has nothing to hide. So we're going to stay public, but we're going to move privately. If that makes sense to you, that means all of our moves is not going to be public. It's going to be moved privately, and we're going to move privately, but we're going to stay public as far as proclaiming the kingdom, because we have to proclaim the kingdom as it remains. It must be done publicly. Okay? So guys, I can only be safe out here if you help me, if you secure me, bro. Don't tell me to be safe out there, bro. Come help me be safe. Protect me. You know what I'm saying? Protect me. So listen up, guys. We're going to like I said, we disregarding, we're staying public, yet moving privately. I know I said we was going to go private. As I thought about it, I said, no, you know what? I need people to wake up, keep the message out there. We're not going to make them tuck us away. Why would we make them tuck us away? Let's stay open. Let's stay out in the open, showing people what we stand for. Because we're not a cult. And if we are a cult, we're a good cult. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're a cult with good meanings and good values. Let's do it like that. We move private. But we're going to keep our pages public. Remember, FU Carbon Nation, you are proclaiming the kingdom and sharing the knowledge to help somebody else catch flame. Help somebody else to wake up. So we have to share this knowledge. No, you said you're God. I thought protect us. I'm telling you that we're all God. You're God. We're God together. You feel what I'm saying? We all God. You understand what I'm saying? In a sense like that, shit, that's all we can be is energy. You feel what I'm saying? Just moved to Arizona where it's hot as hell there. Well, hell is not hot. Hell is cold. So yeah, we're going to stay private. Like I said, we're going to stay private. Everybody should be publicly proclaiming the kingdom of God, if you carbonation anyway. And we're going to be building privately. All right? Is there any comments or anybody that want to say anything to add or take away to what I'm saying of any importance? Anybody want to add? Anybody got anything comment they want to comment? Right, we gotta proclaim through video. You could proclaim through your music. You could proclaim through whatever your talents are. You want to build with us? About what? Can we come to me? Yeah, we have. Your name don't even got immortal on it. I don't think I want you around me. But you could be someone that's just on the radar that want to. Yeah, hit my inbox, man. You can come. You can come to me. But if we feel that you got good intentions, and we feel that you know what I'm saying. Boxing matches, we over that. That was a window, it closed. That's over. I ain't got time to be boxing nobody, man. Yeah, you gonna see us doing all the great things we doing. We just gonna be moving private. That's a fact. I have a lot of talents and gifts. That's what's up. Any more comments that anybody want to have anything to say? Any questions from this meeting? Is sheep okay to eat? If that's where it goes, yeah, I would. You know what I'm saying? If you got sheep, then that's what you're gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Sending positive vibes. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, we definitely coming to Atlanta. That's the Mecca. We gotta be in Atlanta. We gotta be denied in Atlanta. Thank you, Serpent Woman. I appreciate that. I just want 250K, and I'd like to help establish y'all. That would be dope. If you're telling the truth, that would be dope. And you don't say that publicly. You know what I'm saying? That's how that you might not. I could probably tell that you really probably ain't. That's fake. But if it's real, hit our inbox. But that sound fake because if I had 250, I'm not gonna blast it out in public. I would call you and hit you up in your inbox. That don't make no sense. How do your family doing? Everybody's good. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's safe. Alabama, we definitely hitting up Alabama. We doing a whole tour. We doing our music, everything, man. Africa is definitely up in the air. Harlem, come on, man. You know I'm coming to New York. I'm hitting Sonetta Studios. You know I'm coming to New York. You know I'm going to be out in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Mac Fresh, you already know we in the States now. We can get up. I trust you. You my friend. You can come through. You know what I'm saying? Memphis, Las Vegas, we coming through the whole states. We spreading the knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? You said all cap on that 250. I feel you. Toronto, hey man, that's a possibility too. I ain't trying to leave the country no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Midwest for sure. You want to help? Hey, hit my inbox. Let's get together. We here for resource. We here for resource. Everybody hit my. Don't tell me what you got in the damn public. Just that's supposed to be behind. Don't say it in the chat. That means you probably ain't got it. You said you'll pay $150 to meet y'all. I mean, I don't think that's necessary. You could just donate that. But you know what I'm saying? I love you too, Mac. I love myself. To watch, we could. Land is very affordable in Arizona. Okay, buy some. Let's get it. How y'all like the Babylon water? Well, where we're at is good water. You said you'd pay to meet us. I want you to use your money to get either you down with us or you want to donate. That's dope. We got car seats. We got car seats. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I think that we all should live in the tropics, man. I think that there's tropics in the United States. I think that Hawaii is the best place to go. Thanks, Mike. All right, that's what's up, Diva. You said you gonna look into it. That's what it is. We gotta pull these resources together, man. Hawaii's a good place. We got Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands. There's a lot of places in the tropics that we can go that still be on territory of the United States of America. So we ain't gotta get deported. If Africa's willing to accept us with the option that we can't be deported, well, we'll go to Africa. But I'm not about to go to Africa and they deport me from Africa. I'm not doing that. They didn't take my passport. No, they didn't. Costa Rica is not the spot. Politically, it's not the spot. Florida's a good spot if we can find some spaces in Florida or Georgia. What I really want to be is straight in Atlanta. I want to be in Georgia. That's where I really want to be. I really want to be in Georgia because that's the Mecca. That's the Mecca right there, yo. It's a reason why all black people was in Georgia. We could do our music there and everything. I think Georgia would be a good spot, but I don't know. Yeah, make sure y'all send donations to Carbonation Village on Cash App if you say you would donate. Guam is very dope. I gotta look into that. I don't know. Now send me some stuff. You know, Atlanta is the spot. Atlanta's the spot. Don't worry about it. Any trolls in the building, we gonna just block and delete them. We gonna get them out here. Does the babies need anything? Yeah, we're making a list right now for the babies because a lot of the clothes got stuck in Panama. So we're making a wish list right now. Eliana's gonna be making a wish list for the children. We're gonna be posting that. Dominican Republic, I don't think that's the United States. You gotta understand that the United States itself is not Babylon. That's fact. The Babylon. Who could tell me in the room right now? And I know there's a lot of comments in the room right now. You said further south is the Mecca. I think Atlanta is the Mecca. I just think Atlanta is the Mecca for all black people. Everybody's there. So that's just my own opinion. Boomy here because he grow the food. That's our green thumb. Also, who can tell me what Babylon is? Who could tell me what Babylon is? Babylon is a mind state. Babylon is everywhere. The question is, what is Babylon? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a whole that. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's correct. That is correct. That is correct. Babylon is your lowest self, the 7 deadly sins. The 7 deadly sins. Who can explain to me what the 7 deadly sins are? Let's school the people. Babylon is the cancer going against itself. That's a fact. You see, our people is in here. They misconstrue what we say, and they say that they call the United States Babylon. Nah, lust, envy, gluttony, greed. Keep going, huh? Sloth, which is laziness. Sloth, gluttony, greed, pride. Oh, no one said pride. Wrath, jealousy. Envy is jealousy. Vanity, sloth, pride. This is what makes up Babylon. Rage or wrath. These are the things that make up Babylon. Babylon exists in every man's heart. There's a good and there's a bad in every man's heart. So you have to see, this is Babylon. Babylon is the 7 deadly sins. That's wherever you go. It's just that the United States of America is the corporation that is at the top. The system itself, the corporation itself, it breeds the 7 deadly sins. Money breeds the 7 deadly sins. We have to realize that Babylon is in the heart of all mans. Evil is in the heart of all mans. God is in the heart of all mans. So we have to realize that Babylon is the 7 deadly sins. And when these sins are expressed in our external world, we realize that they turn into what looks like the system itself today. We have to take the system and use it against itself. Any other comments in the room that while we got the comments open? Any other comments? Well, that's a fact. Haircut ideas. With that being stated, we're going to end our meeting right now, and we're going to get together a little later, okay? If you have anything to talk about, just hit me in my inbox, all right? I love myself.
Love myself.
Peace to the gods. One mind.
Yourself.